Oh wait, should this be Halloween? This should be.
Oh fuck! Right? Yeah, we should probably.
Whatever, we can
talk about
Halloween.
Ookie Spooky. We can talk about
Bitch,
we can push the other subject something else. We'll talk about Ookie Spooky.
This is the beginning of the podcast, so everybody can see how well we plan. Welcome to Messy. Hello.
Hello. Messy. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod all the time. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike.
Welcome to Messy. Hello. Hey guys, welcome back.
Hi.
I have a new camera, bitch. Not a new camera, but I'm using a new camera. I'm higher quality. You upgraded it, so I was like, I need to be better.
Yes.
So I one-upped you. I'm sorry.
Listen, we saw people with the Zoom is, you know what, the Zoom podcast, not as great. We're doing what we can, people.
We're doing what we can. What else is happening?
It's Halloween.
Halloween is coming up. We got to talk about that in the podcast.
We'll talk about it later, but let's start off with, how are you?
How's good. That? My boyfriend left 2 days ago.
Are you sad?
So I've been, yeah. Aww. It's weird. I don't know. I don't like feeling my emotions, so I feel weird being like. Why is that?
Why is that?
My boyfriend leaving. What?
Can I ask you, like, why is that? Like, that is the thing with you. You don't really project a lot of emotion, and you know me, like, I told you it's one of the things that bothers me the most about you. I can't read your mind.
You can't read me. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just like who I am and how I was raised. Or whatever, I don't know, some deep shit. Give me therapy, whatever. But yeah, it's weird for me to be like, I'm sad. But like, yeah, we've been dating for 2 years and we see each other. We've been seeing each other only like in small little chunks this entire year. And so it's like long chunks too. We've been seeing each other for like months on end. Like whenever we visit each other, it's like for a month now. And then, he was here for like an entire month and then he left. And now I'm a little bit sad. I was in my bed all day yesterday. And then today I like decided to finally actually do something, like make myself get up and do something. Yeah.
Well, you look cute and your costume was fucking adorable. It was so good.
That, bitch. I did that. We did that.
Mac, it was so good. It was so good. And how did you do that? How did you guys like sit in the air? Did you just jump? Like what?
No, it was Photoshop, bitch. I got bar stools and we sat in them and then I just did my magic.
So you're a phony. That's what
you're talking to a bitch that's known Photoshop since he was a freshman in high school.
It was so good. I literally screamed because I'm such a SpongeBob fan, and like seeing you guys do it, I had to share it. I'm like, this is why I love them.
Yeah, the funny part is, we had that costume idea since last Halloween. We just couldn't celebrate. We couldn't celebrate Halloween together because of the fires that were happening up north, and so we literally sat on this costume for an entire year, just collecting dust in our closets. And then this year, with all the Corona shit, we couldn't celebrate Halloween again. So we were like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna put it on and take some photos, and that's it."
I'm going to a work party. I think not a party. Like I'm going to like a work gathering of like 5 of us, and we're dressing up because we're like, well, might as well. It's like 5 of us, and we're like the people I see all the time anyway. So.
I know, like people are doing like small things. I know Oliver went to go like carve pumpkins with his friends from work. Like people are doing things with people from work because they're always around them already. I know a lot of people are doing that.
Yeah, we're already around them.
And then
Europe is getting bad. Europe is going back like bad. I heard.
Everyone's spiking. Everything's spiking. We're spiking here. We haven't stopped. We've just been bad constantly.
I know. I don't know. I feel like it's like. It's I don't know, we're just like we've been in defense mode. We haven't had like an attack plan. Do you know what I mean? Other than just like stay inside, which I don't know.
I mean,
how can you
attack a virus? You can't really attack it. The only way you can attack it is make a vaccine.
Just like an attacking like proactive plan, I guess. But that's a government thing, you know. Surprise, surprise. Maybe we should have had a team that was designed to deal with that. Surprise. But yeah, what else is going on in your life before we get into the nitty gritty, the ookie spooky?
I totally forgot. I like how we were like, literally called me. I was like, what's this podcast about? I was like, age. And then literally when we're turning it on, we're like, oh wait, Halloween's happening. I'm like, oh yeah, Halloween, bitch.
Can you explain to people why it was going to be age? Explain.
Because I randomly started text ranting you because I rediscovered how old Donald Trump and Joe Biden are. They're both they are both older than Bill Clinton is at his current age now. And that man was president in like 1993.
But why does that throw you for a loop? Like, why does their age freak you out?
They'll be the oldest presidents sworn into office. Whoever wins this election, that's so weird.
Also the worst.
Like, I'm just like, no, because it's like, I told you, like, it's like everything's like, there should be some type of bracket for like things, especially like controlling, you know, nuclear codes.
Yeah, you should.
So like maybe, you know what I mean? It's like driving. Yeah, it's like driving a car. You know, once you reach a certain age, people don't want you to drive a car. So once you reach a certain age, people should be like a little bit wary about you having codes to nuclear devices. You know what I mean?
So what is it? So what? Okay, Mac does it. Make a statement. What is your what is the age gap for?
What is the age bracket to be?
Yeah, what would you make it if you could set it?
I know.
What would you make it?
Isn't the youngest age like 35, but no one's ever been, or something? Isn't that like the qualification?
No one should ever
qualification
be a
to run
president.
for president. I think it's like 30 something. I forgot.
Okay, and also remember how much being
oldest,
president. Also remember how like being president ages you.
Yes.
Like, remember what it did to Obama.
And also the life expectancy of a human. The average life expectancy of the human in the United States is 78. That is the age of Joe Biden right now. So. And that is literally at the end of, if Trump wins this second term, at the end of it, he will be 78 as well. So it is very interesting. Oop, I'm blurry. But it's very interesting. I don't know. I just find it so interesting. It's so, I feel like, I don't know what the max age is, but I feel like once they're entering, like, they're about to be in their 80s, maybe we should start being like, okay, let's test you on if you
That's
know
why we have VPs.
anything that's currently happening in America and not you thinking about the 50s. You know,
that's why we have VPs.
True, I guess. VPs.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, the VP. How old is Mike Pence? Isn't Mike Pence like in his 70s as well?
That's a great point. Are we trying to sway a vote? Anyway, well, up in politics, but no, I get that. That would trip me out too.
But yeah, I was just like texting that because I was like, wait, Bill Clinton was president like 19 years ago. He finished his last term in 2001, and they are both older than he is today. Yeah. I don't know why that just tripped me off. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Well,
and everyone's just like, we're just talking about like that's just like a cool fact. I'm like, wait, shouldn't it be a little bit like, these are nuclear codes, bitches. I don't know if I can trust someone in their 80s to not have like a temper tantrum. I mean, you've seen this man have a temper tantrum every 2 seconds. So
cheers. We didn't even cheers before the beginning of the podcast, by the way. I have before anybody comments, I do have like a lot of ice in my white wine. I like that shit cold and it was warm.
You're such a housewife. But like I don't mean to be ageist.
Yeah,
I mean
over here being ageist.
You know, a little bit ageist. But like I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
I gotta stay quiet.
There should be some, you know what I mean? Like when you're in your 80s, people should be a little bit more like, okay, maybe we shouldn't give you the information to everything in this country right now, sir.
Oh, speaking of something that was ist, I've gotten I keep getting little microaggressions of ways I'm fucking up that I don't even recognize.
What do you mean?
Apparently, in my last video when I became a mop, you know what I mean?
I didn't watch
Which
that.
did terrible.
I saw the thumbnail and I was like, I'm just gonna take a second.
No one watched it. I was bored. I was like, I'm gonna become a mop. It was like it was like a fever dream one. But I put the mop on my head, and someone said I was racist because I was appropriating the look of dreadlocks. I was like, it was a mop.
That's a reach. You're wearing a mop on your head. That is
I was just trying to be a
It's
mop.
more racist for them to say that's what dreadlocks are than to call you out for being racist for wearing a mop on your head. That's actually quite offensive that they actually said that. It actually is kind of
color,
rude.
so I didn't know if that was like a thing. I was like, I don't know. You know me, I'm clueless. So
that's them saying that dreadlocks look like mops, and that's kind of that's rude. That's very rude.
I thought it looked good. I kept the wig. I still have the mop wig. I plan on wearing it again. I plan on mopping up the competition.
Oh God.
But that's all that. I finished Atlanta Housewives originally. I'm about to start Orange County. I know no one cares. I don't know why I keep talking about the Housewives. Like people have made it very clear that they don't give a fuck. But I'm about to start Orange County. So let's see what my
that's the last one, right?
becomes.
That's the last pillar.
But bitch, now we got Salt Lake City starting up and fucking Potomac.
Do you really think that Salt Lake City is going to be interesting? Like when I think of Salt Lake City Housewives.
Okay, you want me to fucking blow your mind? One of the women on the show, their storyline is in order for them to inherit the fortune of churches and stuff like that, they had to marry their step-grandfather. Not only did they marry their step-grandfather, they had a child
to
with them.
inherit the fortune of churches.
That's, yeah, well, yeah.
That hurt me. Like, can no one see
what?
that sounded corrupt. But
I was just like, what? I was just like, what? And I don't know. And then on Potomac, they be beating each other up. Like, they really have each other's hair in their fists, and production's getting involved, being like, stop. And she's like, get out of my way. They're like, no, Monique, you can't go beat that girl up. And she goes, fine, I'm just going to go around you, and ran out back.
One?
Potomac.
What's Potomac?
Maryland.
There's a real Housewives of Potomac?
Yes.
Of
and
Maryland?
it is everything.
Why? How many? Okay, how many Real Housewives are there?
There's also international. There's a Real Housewives of Melbourne.
We were sitting here talking about RuPaul making a season every like 2 months. When they're out here, like there's 20 Real Housewives shows airing on the same network.
But they're all different. Like I'm like no, but like they're all completely different shows. Like Real Housewives of New York and Real Housewives of New Jersey, completely different shows. That's all I'm saying.
Reality TV producers really be just like throwing them out every 2 seconds.
I love it.
I
love it.
It really just becomes a thing. Let's produce reality TV. Let's get to that point. We'll make like 17 of the same show.
I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling I'd be great for reality TV.
You think so? Oh, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on reality TV? Really?
Well, you know, I don't really like to talk about it. As I've said a lot.
I don't like to talk about it. It's triggering.
Well, speaking of, I got in a little bit of a little meltdown on I started a new podcast.
The bad chaperones.
Yeah, I'm cheating on you guys.
Yeah, you're cheating on
sorry,
me.
Messy.
You're gonna get a bunch of emails being like, Mike, how dare you abandon Mac?
Yeah, people thought I left. They thought Messy was done. I'm like, no, Messy's not going anywhere. This is just like a different. This is like my other group of best friends. I have the gays, and then I have the little more testosterone over here. But it was a little bit of a mess. It became a roast on Mike MGTV. Why I'm not funny. Why I've tried too hard. Just telling me to stop. I'm like, stop. Like
it was a surprise intervention.
It was like, Mike, stop talking. Stop talking. We're on a podcast. What do you mean, stop talking? I don't know. And then what did they say? No, none of them wanted to talk about Lohan Beach Club. And my response was, great. How do I introduce you then?
Great. Name another interesting fact about you quickly.
Yes. Other than the fact that you're my friend, like how do I introduce like you know, like title, like what do you bring into this? You know what I mean? That's why. So I had a little bit of a meltdown. So it's nice to be back here on Messy where I'm appreciated. If anybody wants to see me get abused, it's youtube.com/.
Okay, now it's my turn to read into you. Wow.
No, be nice to me. I'm fragile. You know I'm soft.
Simple ass bitch.
You sent me a thing on fucking TikTok today. You're like, whoever sent you this thinks you a bitch.
They love you though, but you a bitch. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
But
you're welcome.
Right, well.
I said that to a few people. You ain't special.
Well, fine. Do you have any like any gay news, little gay agendas?
I did not think of that before we started this.
We don't need it.
Sorry.
That was our resolution, remember?
So sorry. What? Oh, not have to do it. Yeah, I've been doing gay agenda more than you've been doing hookup time. I could take a break.
Well, we took a solid break from hookup time because it wasn't. Mm-hmm. But now it's back. Speaking of, I texted you the other day. It's officially the 1 year anniversary of hookup time.
Yes. Wow. Cheers again. Here we go.
Cheers
to the mess.
It's the 1 year anniversary of other people like sending in hookup times. And I will say this, like I was listening to our old podcast. We used to be so funny.
Did we change? Did we change?
It was
Did we
different.
shift?
I don't know what it was, Mac, but I was just like watching it. It was like It was the story where the person was like, who's the fucking bottom now? And the person told them to ram their dick into them.
That's
and then pull
also
it out
because
fast.
when we first started this podcast, we would record every time we're drunk. We would get 3 glasses in wine and then press record and then be screaming on the mic for like an hour and a half.
we're still, I mean, we still drink. We're not as lit. But in the beginning, in the first few episodes, we were fucking lit, bro.
Lit, yeah. We
were
don't even know what we were
Liddy.
talking about.
We were Liddy Boots the house down, mom. I could do. Oh, someone sent a gay agenda. Should I read what they say?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. They sent it on I'm in our email right now. They sent it on the 21st, so it's probably like somewhat new. Let's see what they say. This is a gay agenda with one. Okay, what? Okay.
You were doing it. You were doing it.
I want to do it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Gay agenda with
Mac.
Yeah, there we go. But it's a fan submitted one. This person says, hello, my messy queens. If you choose to mention this on the pod, could you please keep me anonymous as I am not out to my friends and family? Bitch, we got you. Okay? Don't you worry. Don't you fucking worry.
We're not gonna leak your address at 123 Sycamore.
We ain't gonna pull up in a random list. But they said, for gay agenda, could we please talk about Pope Francis' support of civil unions between gay people? This is a huge step in the right direction for queer
why
Catholics.
Not? Gay agenda with a Mac. So Pope Francis supports civil unions between gay people. Yay. That's it. Gay agenda.
You gotta be
there
nice
we go.
to these people. They send
No. I mean, that's cute. I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, what happened? I saw something's going
it.
on in the Supreme Court. Didn't some who's the lady that they elected? Now everybody's afraid that now we're gonna not be able to get married. What's
I don't
going
know
on?
her
I don't
name.
know
Her name is
politics.
like Amy or something. Amy.
Do we not like her?
Cachet.
Do we not like her?
Apparently, she's the
I
least
don't know.
qualified justice ever nominated onto the court. That's what people are saying. I don't know if that's biased news or not. I don't.
Well,
apparently, she has a lot of views that a lot of people don't like. That's very anti-LGBT and anti-abortion. And so a lot of people think.
Let's
a lot of
change
people.
this.
No, this is getting deep, but no, I'm gonna talk about it now.
We're talking a lot about things in this podcast.
Not talk about more.
Should we get into sex?
No, I want us to talk about it. I want to talk about Amy Cachet Bonet.
Okay, talk about this bitch. Let's talk about this bitch. You
Bonet,
want to talk about this bitch?
Amy
We can talk about this bitch.
Marriott. I don't know her name. But no,
That
like the
bitch.
thing is, yeah, a lot of people think that she's going to like change a lot of like the laws that have been made and all that stuff and like shut down Planned Parenthood and all that stuff because of her biased views. All we can do
So we need
is
to get married now.
all we can do is just cross our fingers and hope that doesn't happen, and also understand that like when abortion and all that stuff became a legal law in the land, the court itself was majority Republican, and so I feel like a lot of people are blinded by Trumpism more than actual like Republican.
But is that like,
I guess I don't know, but people are
Here's my
scared
question, though.
because it was a Trump nominee, so people think she's going to do something severe.
the abortion issue though, like, are there actually a lot, like, is it like a close tie between how many people agree and don't agree? I think the majority of the U.S. is like pro-abortion. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I mean, I think so too. I believe a lot of people are like, well, I mean, 22,000 infants in the United States die every year before they reach the age of 1. So we don't talk about that.
So, see, this is why housewives, I could be like, we don't say that, but now we said it.
So now, here we go. Okay, let's change the subject, whatever.
I love how I'm just in the email. That's what I like about doing the Zoom. That's the only positive. I could sit here on the email and just be like, ready. Fuck shit up. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's give you an option. How about this? I'll read you some titles. And you let me know what sounds fucking to you, okay?
Okay.
I lost my virginity in a park to my ex. That's one.
To your ex?
To their ex. People got it. Someone just titled their hookup story, "What the fuck not?" So, not gonna read that
saying,
one.
why not? I was saying this. They're trying to give us catchy titles, so we were like, ooh, what is this deliciousness stepping onto my front doorstep?
Here's the other one. Ready? A night out, a single mom, and realizing my sexuality.
Ooh.
So I'll read them both again. There's
Ooh,
either,
we love single mothers. Wait. Should we continue the pattern?
Let's do mom. Yeah,
Round
last time
two.
we were on a mom. Yeah,
Mom's
let's do it.
getting
Fuck it up.
freaky.
Fuck it up. Let's do it. We're gonna
Series.
do single mom. Okay. It's hookup time with my boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. I miss harmonizing with you. Anyway. Oh, perfect. This person put like little paragraph breaks so my dyslexic ass can actually read it. People be mean as hell. They be like, Mike can't read, or like Mike's a pigeon.
Because you said you were a pigeon. You can't.
I don't need to be reminded. I don't need to be reminded.
For the thing you brought up.
The blatant disrespect of my inability to do basic functions. Anyway.
You being a pigeon.
I was a pigeon as hell. Anyway, okay. Hey, Mac and Mike. I have a hookup story for y'all that happened several years ago.
Yummy.
I know it's not very dirty.
Ooh. It's not dirty. Cancel it. Cancel it. Oh, no.
Should I read it? Should I just fucking read it? They said
It's
it's
not
very
dirty. I
mean, it
don't
doesn't have to be.
know.
Does that? I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean it's not exciting, but I don't want to snooze. Like, this is the Halloween hookup time story.
I know.
Like, I want to hear how he got
You
fucked
want to
by
hear
a clown.
something horror. We want. What happened to the guy that like pretended to be dead? What's his life doing? What's
How about
the update
this?
on his world?
You know what? I'm sorry, everybody. I know I tried to make it seem like I was going to give you some good. Fuck these kids. I'm going to give you my Halloween hookup time story.
You had a
some
Halloween
good
hookup
ass
time
shit.
story?
Bitch, not from current. But let me tell you some shit.
Okay.
So, it was my first weekend out in West Hollywood for Halloween. No, my second. And I was a football player, which meant I was wearing nothing but a jockstrap and football pants.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Were you wearing a jersey?
I was wearing nothing. I wear it. I was shirtless.
Oh,
with
I've
some little
seen
black-
that photo. I've
The
seen
photo's
those
on my
photos.
Instagram.
I've
You can
seen
find
those
it.
Photos.
I
seen
looked
that.
great. My
Circuit
ass looked
party,
great.
Halloween, whatever you went to.
I was working at the Abbey.
Working? Oh yeah, you were. Whatever. Shut up.
I was working, and then I went out afterwards, and I went to this bar, and there's a bartender at Revolver who I always thought was just like the hottest of the hot. You know what I mean? They were like completely my type. And they've also always flirted with me and given me free drinks. So it was Halloween, and I was there, and I was very drunk, and all of a sudden they gave me the bill with their number and said, text me if you want to come over at the end of the night.
Text me if you want an after party.
Bitch. Not only was I down and ready to go, it was great. And it's a kind of like a short hookup time story. But, long story short, I get there. It was great, but then it got not great because
What
it got
happened?
the
kill
title.
someone?
No, it was just like it got the title of this podcast.
It got like physically
Yeah,
messy,
yeah.
or just like theoretically messy.
Like what's that spell?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh
and, like,
no!
And the thing is, like, I'm like, you can't. What am I gonna do? Be rude and disrespectful? Like we always yell at people. And like, oh my god, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And it wasn't a big deal. But I never saw them again.
That's happened to me. That's happened to me a few times. And
then
a few
here's the
hookups.
thing, the funny part of it is that it's kind of like how I did my exit, because I was drunk, and when I'm drunk, I'm very inconsiderate. So the fact that they didn't want to bottom anymore.
I
right?
know you're
They looked at
inconsiderate when
me.
you're drunk. When you left me on my birthday.
No, you're okay. Are we gonna fight about this again?
We're gonna
Because
fight about
I'm
it
gonna
again.
reiterate.
Oh, we're gonna bring it again all the time.
that
Oh,
the
we're gonna
night
bring
was
it again.
over. It
No.
was fucking 4 in the morning.
The majority
and
of the
I
world
bought your
agrees
Uber home. No,
that
they
I
don't.
am right.
No, they don't. I bought your
You're
Uber
wrong.
home, and the night was over. And what am I gonna hold your hand to the door? You're a grown adult.
Yes, I was just turning 21. I don't know what the fuck the nightlife in the world is.
Okay, excuse me. You're talking to somebody who was raised by a city when they were 12. Okay, figure it out, Mac. The empathy's lost.
Shut up.
Anyway, but they looked at me because they didn't want to bottom anymore. So they looked at me like, I guess it's your turn. And you know me. I panicked. And
I know you.
My fight or flight kicked in.
You just started crying and ran away.
I said, sure, I have to go to the bathroom though first. So I went to the bathroom, but I didn't actually go to the bathroom. I walked out their door and I was like, where is it? Like, second door on the left? And they're like, yeah. I just walked out. I left his house and I never went back. It's hookup time.
You could have just said no.
No, I don't handle things well.
Thank you.
My fight or flight kicked in and I got scared. And what do? I run. I've apologized since. I've apologized.
So you talked to him afterwards.
Yeah, I see him all the time. Still gets free drinks. At least that was good.
And you just walked.
That's how you know that dick was good, because I basically got what I wanted, insulted them after they were put in an uncomfortable situation, and bitch, I still get free drinks. So
okay,
I'm just gonna continue being a terrible person.
Get over yourself. Did you hear the streaming nominations came out?
Is the streaming still happening this year?
I don't know. We weren't nominated. Surprise, surprise.
We weren't?
We weren't.
Wow. It's rigged.
Trash.
Rigged. Rigor mortis. This is bullshit.
How dare you overlook us? We're great.
Were you nominated for anything?
No, of course not, bitch.
What do you mean? You won a streamy.
I won a shorty. I didn't win a streamy.
What is the difference between a shorty and a streamy?
What? The trophy? I don't know.
Oh no. Oh God. Well, anyway, no, I didn't. Who's nominated? Any good tea?
Michelle Carré, or little Michelle. You don't know Michelle. I know Michelle. I keep on forgetting like you don't. Have you ever met Michelle? No, right?
Nope.
No. Oh, she's my friend. She was nominated.
I don't know anyone. I need to meet them again.
Year and all that stuff.
She does fitness.
The
right?
tea is she's fitness, and she does like what are they called? She does a lot of like action things. I forgot what it's called. Stunts. There we go. Stunts.
Yum. Cool.
Well, the big T is David Dobrik was like one of like the most nominated person this year, and everyone's like complaining about him because he hasn't uploaded in 8 months. And people are like, how can this man not upload in 8 months or not do anything for 8 months and still be nominated for literally like the most award?
Because David Dobrik.
Because it's David Dobrik. You know what I mean?
This is David fucking Dobrik. You have to understand, people get butthurt because it's creative. Everybody wants to be recognized, for their hard work. But the fact of the matter is, YouTube is a business just like any other business.
It's a business. And in this awards are business. The streaming awards,
there is a monopoly in it.
It's a numbers game. They're going to nominate the people that bring in the views. They'll bring in the sponsors. They'll bring in the attention, and that's what they did.
When you're at it's the same thing with rich people. When you're at the top, there are things that are put into play to keep you there, and then there's also makes it harder for smaller people to grow. That's just how it fucking is. You can't like. Does it suck? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you more special than anybody else, like, feeling the same shit? No. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Let the famous people get their award. That's the way I fucking view it.
I wonder how they're going to do it this year. But you went with me 2 years ago, did you?
Yeah, I want to go again because I want food. I think we went late and we missed all the food. Remember? We
arrived late because of all the traffic. I didn't realize there was going to be so much fucking traffic to get there.
Yes, it's when I met Amron for the first time, but that was a fun night.
Yeah, then I went the next year. It was even funner.
Was it really? No, it wasn't. I wasn't there. What the fuck?
I was blasted all over the big screens with my shocked, crying, laughing face when Tana Mojo won Creator of the Year. And everyone approached me afterwards being like, I felt that, Mac. I felt that.
I would love to have Tana on the podcast. I would love to have Tana on the podcast and ask her why.
Just ask her, so what's the end goal?
So,
we get it. You're young, live free, live wild. But, like, when are you going to realize your power?
Not only that, I'm just like, my thing is, I love how we always shit on Tana this podcast. I don't dislike Tana. I'm subscribed. I watch everything that bitch does. She doesn't post anymore, but I think I think it's like, what's it called? Not affluence, but like replace money with fame. Like when you think you're bigger than you are.
Ego. They have an inflated ego.
There you go. Ego. Like when I see Tana what? Tana Mojo, reality star. You had a shitty web series, ma'am. That was it. It wasn't even a reality show. It was some episodes were 5 minutes long. So I'm still not over that. Anyway, that's all I had to say. We've said this before, so I'm not going to get into my spiel.
So
but that's scary.
Spooky?
Yeah, let's get into Ookie Spooky. Fuck it. Let's get we're already like a half
Speaking
hour
of scary.
Ookie Spooky skeletons. Last year we got, what did we do for Ookie Spooky last year? We read scary bottoming stories. Are you pretty
Did we?
chart? Yeah, we just read shit stories.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah,
true.
Why do we suck?
I don't... There's a reason why we weren't nominated, right?
Oh God. I think we're great. I have a great time here. What are you gonna be this year? Well, you were.
I was Mermaid Man, and I do have like all those. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I have no plans. I'm not even trying to make any. So I'm just gonna probably stay in and play like some horror game. Probably if you would like invite a friend over or something. You want to go? What?
I mean, I don't think you're gonna come, but you're more than welcome to come with me to my work event as my +1 if you would like.
What work? Marco?
Well, me and Aris are going, but it's for Marco. Yeah,
okay.
Me and Aris are going.
That's
but you're more than Aris is being Kamala
know.
Harris. Aris is being Kamala Harris, and I am gonna be Bolin from Avatar: Legend of Korra.
Oh my God! So y'all dressing cute and fashionable and sexy.
Yeah. Who knows?
Walking as Mermaid Man.
What if this marks the start? You know what? What if Bottom Mike? You know what? No, it's not gonna be on Halloween. What if no? Well, there's no parties. There's nothing happening.
Do you want to try the Bottom for Halloween?
I'm
Talk
2021.
Ending.
2021. I'm gonna become a verse king. This is what I was gonna do. Where's that fucking email? Hold on. We're pausing. Ookie Spooky Scary. Something happened, and I remember everybody's gonna hear my mouse going crazy. Someone sent us an email, and I almost lost my shit.
What happened?
Hold on. Fuck. Here we go. It's titled "This One's for Mike." Sorry, Mac. So you know it was right away interested.
I started reading it, but then I stopped.
Hey, Mike. Just wanted to let you know that you're not alone in your adventure to become a verse king.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I managed to fit half a cucumber in my ass. We're going to talk about this in a second. And I didn't bleed, so I think I may be a little ahead, of you. I was very proud considering I'm a baby gay. But anyways, keep it up, queen. I'm not going to say your name, but thank you. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. But also, if you're putting a cucumber in your ass, like, that's bigger than most everything else.
I know, you know I know. Very interesting.
So if you're fucking yourself with produce, if you're at the level where you're fucking yourself with produce.
That's the truth. I mean, yeah, when I was a baby gay too, my first dildo was thick as fuck. Me trying to fit that up my ass.
I don't think people understand.
Even use it.
If you put a pinky in me, I will scream.
You'll cry. You'll
I'm sorry,
go to the bathroom and run out the house.
I'm like, what's it? It's not my fault. I'm so fucking tight.
Never again. Never again. Not to me. Not to my ears. Ever again. Somebody else. Maybe somebody. There might be a few motherfuckers that were hard after that right now, but not me. I am scared.
I want to know. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll get into some shenanigans and I'll let everybody know how it goes. But at this point, it's not that I don't want to. It doesn't.
Imagine you just start really love bottoming, and suddenly you're like dating like these gigantic, bulky men, and I'm like, ooh, Mike,
they're the bottoms. No, the gigantic, bulky men are always usually the bottoms, in my experience.
This is such a Halloween episode.
We said our costume. Oh, fuck. Okay.
So Halloween's coming up. Please don't go trick-or-treating. Please don't go fucking trick-or-treating. Do not take your kids trick-or-treating. Why would you do that this year? Just don't do that. Like, I don't understand. Yeah, are people, like, planning to go trick-or-treating or not?
Yeah. No, here's the thing. Here's what I don't understand about this. Because you want to know what, like, all your kids want is candy.
Yeah, just give your kids fucking candy. Like, don't
just buy them candy.
Like,
and
no kid likes to just go door to door saying trick or treat to random strangers. That shit's weird.
No, we just like dressing up and getting candy.
Yeah, getting random candy. We don't know what we're gonna get. You know, surprise them. Do something fun with your kids at home.
If you're in a situation where have like a close group that you are like been quarantining with, or you have like family that you feel comfortable around, or even if it's just your family, dress up, buy candy, make it a fun evening. I don't understand why parents would be upset about this. It's less work for you. Mm-hmm. So like, everybody calm the fuck down. It's 1 year. Your kids are, you have your whole life. We celebrate. I'm almost 30 years old. They still celebrate Halloween. I don't remember this shit when I was a kid walking around. They're not gonna fucking remember.
And I always hated trick or treating growing up. So I'm kind of biased. I'm like, don't fucking do that. I never really liked it. And then when my parents like suggested I might have been getting too old for it, I was like, okay. And I just stopped. I literally didn't even second guess it. I was like, great, we don't have to do this. Awesome. Because I really wasn't enjoying it. I just wanted the candy. Literally, like you said, I didn't give a shit about going to people's houses. Like, what the fuck was that?
Did you ever did they do this out here? Goosey night? Mischief night?
What the hell is that? That sounds like some New Jersey shit, Mike.
I mean, really? The night before Halloween, where you like TP everyone's houses and fuck people up?
No.
Really? I thought that was like a universal thing that everybody knew. No, seriously. Like you never. We
have this thing in Los Angeles where we don't like to give the police any excuse to beat us to death. Okay. So we don't really have a night of mischief.
Okay, we had something when I was little, like when I was a kid that just started. Our dads were like the getaway drivers. Like we would fill a van with toilet paper. Mm-hmm. Our parents would pull up, and we would just get out of the van, fuck these people's houses up with the toilet paper, and then jump in the van and leave. That's what we'd spend the night doing. And then when we got older, we did it without our parents, but we like eggs and like. We'd
with your parent. This is the
wasn't with our parents.
New Jersey shit I've ever heard in my entire life. No, TPing people's houses with your parents.
No, well, that was when we were little. That's when we were kids.
That's still what the fuck, Mike.
Okay, but then when we got older and it actually was mischief, our parents they just thought we were doing like TP stuff because that's harmless. Like everybody just is used to seeing toilet paper around. It's like part of the Halloween decoration.
Oh Jesus Christ!
I swear to God, you're used to it.
Yeah,
no one gets mad. It disintegrates. Who cares? But then no, when we were in high school, we used to fuck people's like eggs. We used to like put like salami and it would freeze on people's like cars and like fuck up their paint. Like shaving. We used to fuck people's lives up, and we would also do it in like giant groups, so people would also use it as like an excuse to have sex. So we were like vandalizing neighborhoods while fucking in their yards.
To have sex? You what?
Yeah, like when we were kids, before we had like places to have parties, we would go like on a normal night we would play Manhunt. But Manhunt was just an excuse for us to gather in large groups out in the street, but people would just like fuck in like the bushes and stuff. So like on Mischief night, you would literally like be vandalizing people's houses and fucking on their property. That's what we would do.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't special. Everybody did it. It's like
the most New Jersey, probably Boston, maybe a little bit of Boston, Maryland, or some shit, Massachusetts bullshit I've ever heard in my entire life.
In the comments below, let me know if you know what I'm talking about or if you did anything like this, because I know I'm not alone.
Sounds like some crazy ass shit. I could what? What?
It was fun as fuck.
If my parents even knew that was a thing, they would probably lock me in my fucking room during Halloween. They'd be like, "Fuck, what the fuck you doing?"
Mac, it is the closest thing to the purge I have ever experienced, because the thing is, there were also people that didn't like to go out during Mischief night. They would bunker in and fight people away. Like I had friends who used to sit on their roof with a paintball gun, and if you came to their property, they would shoot you with it. Yep.
An entire night of just that bullshit. I would get so tired.
They would post up.
So tired, Mike.
No, they'd post up on. No, you wouldn't. If you turn it into a party, you post up on your roof with a bunch of friends and paintball guns and beer and liquor, and you get fucked up and shoot kids. I mean, I should say that it's probably very, very problematic to say right now in this podcast, but that's what honest to God, that's what we do. We shoot with paintball guns.
You said that was the most ecstatic tone.
Title of this podcast: We get fucked up and shoot kids.
We get fucked up and shoot kids.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah, that's what we would do, and it was great. I loved it. It was one of my favorite nights of the year.
And y'all didn't get like any charges from like lawsuits or shit. Police.
Catch me.
Excuse me.
Bitch, you gotta catch me first. You gotta catch me first. And there was no way a cop was catching me on foot. I'm fucking fat as hell. And I knew everything on them. And the cops in New Jersey, I told you my stories. When they would try to like do things. I'm like, what are you gonna do to me, sir? I'll start, these loose lips will sink ships.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They used to call my mouth the Kraken.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so I never had any mischief nights in my entire...
Grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up. Wow, have a life, Mac. Experience something for once in your life.
No.
I've never heard... I mean, maybe it was a thing in, like, certain parts of Los Angeles, but I was a suburban kid, so I don't fucking know what the fuck that was.
Well, suburban is where it's going to be. It's not going to happen in a city.
That was not a thing. Then definitely that was not a thing in Los Angeles. I do not remember...
Well, your stepmom is also a lawyer, so she was probably like, bad idea. Like, let's not.
I mean, even before my stepmom and all that stuff, I've never heard. I don't think that's a thing in Los Angeles. If anyone wants to correct me, they can add us. Be like, yeah, Mac, I do it every year. What are you talking about?
Yeah, tweet
I
at us,
piss
guys.
on people's dogs. I don't know.
Tweet at us. Let us know. I want to know. I'm curious because I used to love it.
If you guys have any like weird Halloween stories, or like if you guys have done the tricking part of trick or treating. You can leave us some stories, and we'll probably read it like sometime in November, like a post-Halloween.
What was your favorite costumes? Do you have any like? Tell me some of your highlighted costumes.
I had this costume where I was a ghoul, and literally it was like a sheet over my body, but I really liked it because I had a plastic chain, and so I felt.
Okay, you were a gay ghost.
I was a gay ghost. I was a ghoul. I was a ghost with a fashion sense.
Everything. You know what the sad thing is? You probably walk up there with your chain, thinking you're like fierce as fuck. Parents give you the doors, and they close it and just were like
Britney Spears with a fucking snake. With a fucking chain in my ghoul outfit.
I always think, I always this might be triggering, this word, so excuse everybody that says it, but I always think like, because I used to be like a ninja, like a little tight closed ninja. I used to like wear tight stuff, and I just a picture now like parents like closing the door after giving me candy and just being like, faggot. That's what I think. Because I was serving. I thought I was serving it up. I remember
my sophomore year, my friends forced me to go trick or treating with them. I didn't actually participate. I kind of just walked around with them. So they gave me some itchy ass scarecrow outfit. I looked like some weird burlap sack.
Do you remember, did anyone ever used to put out like a bowl of candy with a sign that said, just take one?
Yeah, and you take like a handful. Mm-hmm.
Handful? I used to dump that whole bucket in my bag, bitch. I was out of there.
I didn't. I would take a handful because I'm like, it's only like one type of candy. I want like a variety. I need to save space for the other houses.
Oh, no. I would dump the whole fucking bag. I was out. You weren't gonna catch me because I knew they had more candy inside.
Or did you ever have like the house that would like pass out candy that was from like one of those you can tell they got it from like a market or something, like an Asian market or like a farmer's market or something, and the candy just looks so not edible. No, you haven't. That happens a lot. Here.
Well, I used to go exclusively to the rich neighborhoods to trick or treat. My parents were smart. My parents always used to drop me off in the rich neighborhood.
But like the rich neighborhoods here, I mean, I don't know how it was there, but it was always like a gamble in the rich neighborhoods because some of them will give out like good candy, but then some of them will give out like toothbrushes or some bullshit. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of the rich people are like dentists and doctors that were against Halloween.
This is the purpose of Goosey Night. Because if you give me a fucking toothbrush, I make a mental note for next year.
Really?
And
have you ever gotten a toothbrush for Halloween?
I got an apple.
You got an apple? I got toothbrushes all the time. Because there was this one house like that was like he like owned, I guess, one of the biggest dentistries in Downey, the city I'm from, and like he would just pass out a bunch of like floss and toothbrushes, and everyone tried to avoid his house every year.
Of course,
it was a huge ass mansion too. This man was rich.
I remember this asshole gave us all like cut up apples. So next year for Mischief Night, we pegged his house.
I've had that too. Yeah, when they give you like the packet of apples and like some caramel dip or some shit.
Well, that I could serve up some caramel dip. That kind of sounds like fucking bomb. But that's how we would make our mental notes. My grossest costume, my freshman year in college, I was a used condom. I used condom wrapper. So I got very creative. I got one of the condom costumes from the store. There's just a wrapper, like a square wrapper. Then I cut a jagged corner off that I put over me, and then I got white spray and I glitter spray so like cum, and I put it all over like the edge and on me and in my hair, so it looked like I was a used condom wrapper. And I also at the same time told everybody I was 100% straight, as I had glitter cum on me. So. Everybody was wondering. I was that in a fraternity, and nobody said shit. Everybody thought it was fucking hilarious.
You never really came out to me. I think you were saying you were straight even when we were like first friends, and then you moved to LA and suddenly you're fucking men. And I'm like, well, okay, well this is Los Angeles.
What year did I technically meet you?
Ooh.
I didn't come out to anybody. First of all, I never felt anybody deserved that. I said, listen, that's a for you thing.
I don't even. What year did we meet?
Coming out as a personal thing.
Like 20.
I didn't want it.
15, 14, 16.
It was probably like it was the year before I moved out here. But here's the thing, I never said I was straight to you. At that point, I was claiming I don't believe in sexuality, so I'm nothing. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. And I still stand by that a little bit. I actually am coming to the terms now. It's weird because I've been preaching this bisexual thing, but I think I might just change. I might be a fluid or pan. That's what I might like to define myself as.
Yummy.
I don't know. I'm still learning about it. It's sexual discovery. You know what I mean? But back to Ookie Spooky. I don't know. I'll let everybody know. I'll let everybody know as times come. So,
what was your favorite costume was a used condom? Is that what?
No, that's not my favorite condom. That was my favorite condom. That was
You've been a condom more than once?
No, sorry. That was my grossest.
Calm the fuck down. Like, we get it. You love
that
sex.
Was my grossest. I'm trying to think. My favorite costume, the Bud Light Night. The ninja.
I've seen that photo. You and
I made a few costumes.
The cardboard boxes of Bud Light.
Yeah, I did. In college, I was a Bud Light Knight, and then my first year out here in LA, when I was working at the Abbey, I was a Bud Light superhero, and I was like, that was my thing. Every year, I made a costume out of Bud Light. And then I got to the point where I'm like, they should be paying me for this.
I never celebrated Halloween in college. I never got that.
Mac.
I only went to college for a year, and the first half of the year, I spent it online because I was in Paris. So
life is so hard.
Life is so hard. I never got to experience college Halloween life. What is that? I was too busy being international.
Wow. I was too busy being a fucking professional. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I used to have Halloween parties all the time. I love Halloween. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Mine's Hocus Pocus. I'm a basic.
I really like Halloween Town. Halloween Town 2 are my top two. And also, forgetting it right now, Scary Godmother on Cartoon Network. It's like this animated, I think there's like 3 movies or something. It used to be I used to love watching it every year. That was the one thing I used to record it whenever it came on Cartoon Network every Halloween.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. I definitely, if I saw it, I would know. Mm-hmm. But I'd love.
It's really cute.
What about your what's your favorite scary movie? What's your favorite scary movie? My favorite is the Scream series.
Scream series. I really like The Orphan. That was one of my favorites growing up. Yeah.
What?
Am I not allowed to like The Orphan? I like The Orphan. That wasn't a scary movie. That was more of a suspense than a scary.
No, you can like The Orphan, but when I ask you, what is your favorite scary movie? And you talk about some 40-year-old bitch who thought she was a kid and
she didn't think she was a kid. She was pretending to be a kid.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. You have like monsters galore, a million things to say, and you pick The fucking Orphan.
I liked it. I saw that movie multiple times.
Pick a monster.
Pick a monster film? My favorite
or like
monster.
A killer. A monster or killer. Okay, let me ask you the question again, but this time answer it correctly. What's your favorite scary movie? Fucking say the orphan, I'm gonna fight you. Fucking orphan.
I don't know. I mean, I like scary movies, but I've never really thought of like what is my favorite.
Okay, like pick your favorite iconic monster. Like there's Freddy Krueger, Jason, the Scream guy. The orphan is not one. I would have even accepted Alien.
I've never actually seen a Scream. I've never seen Halloween. I've never seen those original like killer monster films. I've never seen. Yeah, I've never seen slashers.
Well, okay, well, everybody, Mac, where can people find you? Absolutely not. No, because now you don't have a choice because I'm coming over for Halloween time, and we are watching Scream.
Seen Saw. I've seen like a few Saws, and I've seen Final Destinations, but I've never seen like Scream or Halloween Returns, whatever all those are.
What does it matter? Okay, so far, like Mischief Night, never did it.
Never did it.
Trick or treating wasn't your thing.
Trick or treating wasn't my thing. I mean, I've never been a Halloween bitch. But you
seem like you would be such a good Halloween bitch, like dressing up slutty every year, for the gays.
Oh wow! I've only ever carved a pumpkin like 3 times in my life, I think.
Yeah, okay, well, I will say this: carving a pumpkin sucks. It's not fun.
Yes, that's why I've only done it 3 times in my life. I'm like, this is every time I do it, I'm like, this is like not. I'm not enjoying this.
And it dies. It dies in like a few days, and then it's gross, and then it gets bugs. It's weird. Stupid.
Yeah, and then fruit flies everywhere. Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, in LA, everybody's like, I'm going to the pumpkin patch. You're not carving that pumpkin. You're going there to take a fucking thirst trap Instagram photo. Get out of here. Yep. I've done that too. Please. I've done it several times. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think is going to be the alternative? Because now, everybody's saying everyone's saying Halloween is canceled. Halloween is not canceled. Trick or treating is canceled. Trick or treating does not
and Halloween parties are canceled. Don't go crazy.
Yeah, but you can. Halloween parties canceled, yes, but Halloween small gathering with people that you've been quarantined with, I support that.
Mm-hmm. But. I mean, I feel like the alternative is to just watch some Halloween shit. I don't know, sit in your costume and watch a fucking scary movie, or watch Scary Godmother on Cartoon Network. Halloween Town. I don't know. There's literally hundreds of scary games that came out this past 2 months alone. Like literally, if you want something to do, play one of those.
Yeah, you want to know the scariest game of all? Life.
Yeah, that board game is terrifying.
It's terrifying, bitch. I have a question. If we were in a scary movie, who do you think would survive the longest, and why?
Because I'm black.
No.
And if we're in a scary movie, yes, I'm dying first. So you already know the business. But in a real life one. In a real life one?
I think a situation like that, I'm more... Well, it depends.
It depends on what the situation... If it's like Saw type of shit, you'll survive faster than me.
No.
Really?
Saw,
no, I feel like
Saw,
it'll be some strength shit, and you'll plow through it, and I'll just sit there like, I'm dead.
No, because if it was who can deal with pain more, yeah, I could do that. But if it's solve this puzzle,
and you won't die, then I'll probably beat you. But it depends. It all depends.
If it was a murderer, if it was a killer, I think I could. I have the street smarts.
Yes, if it was a killer, if we were in a cabin or some shit and people were dying, yes, I'd probably die first.
But I would love to be in a scary movie with you. Out of any of my friends, you and me, not only would it be terrifying, it would be hilarious. If everybody around us started dying, I would look at you and you'd be like, bitch. And we'd be like, we'd be out. We would leave that group and we say, fuck you guys.
If someone went missing first in the middle of the night, we'd be like, okay, so we're going. We're leaving. Yeah. I don't fucking, what the fuck? Bye, bitches. Y'all can deal with that.
Because you and I both, we've been in situations where we look at each other.
Just go, demons, and just walk away. Just go, nope.
You're canceled.
Yes. We'll see some guy just walks in, looks suspicious, and we're like, okay, bye. What the fuck?
Oh my god, I feel like that would be great. You know what? That would have been fun. We should have looked and seen if there was any games online where we could see if we would survive a scary movie or not, and we could have played it together. Wow, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
MTV quizzes.
I know, something like that. There's those choose your own fate stories. You know how you decide your own ending. I don't know, one of those games.
Those are
Jenna and Julian used to do those. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No. But
Anything else? Anything ookies? Any more ookie spooky stories? Any more mischief? I want to go back to this fucking mischief day.
okay, give it to me.
Island
What fucking question you got? Because I don't understand why it's such a big fucking deal.
What is bitch? It's a terrible big fucking deal. So what is like the worst thing you did to someone's fucking property?
I broke their car, but I didn't like them.
Christ, Mike.
I put sugar in their exhaust pipe, which destroys the car.
Oh my gosh. Why?
Touch me because I didn't like them. So I destroyed their car. Yes, I did. And I don't regret it. I don't feel sorry. I'm like Monique Samuels from The Real Housewives of the Potomac. She doesn't feel remorse. She doesn't feel remorse, and I stand with that bitch. I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
no,
So
okay.
you destroyed someone's car.
I destroyed someone's car.
Houses.
I didn't egg. I threw apples. I was with people that egged.
What's with you and apples? Why do you hate apples? What do apples do to you?
I threw the apples because the guy gave me an apple the year before. So I threw an apple at his house.
Threw apples at his house.
Yes, I did.
Jesus Christ. I cannot
did.
believe that's a thing. That's just
Trying to think what
me.
I had a Halloween party once where I was just like a zombie. I don't know. My parties were legendary in high school. I used to love doing that kind of shit.
You actually threw Halloween parties?
I threw parties, period.
Really?
So one year I did a Halloween party, and I just had like a tent in the background. And it was great because having a tent in the background, parents can't see what's going on in the tent. You know what I'm saying? But it was a huge because I don't know. When you live in northern New Jersey, there's like a lot like of rich people that like live in the nearby towns. So like I had a friend who had their parents owned a tenting company. Like they would. Like, you know, those like big white tents that people like book for parties.
Banquet tents, yeah.
Yes, they did that. So they came over and did it for free because I was best friends with the daughter, and they were like, "Yeah, can you give us a tent for the party?" And they were like, "Totally." So they gave us that. We had a huge fucking banquet tent in my backyard. Like, who the fuck are we? We were so fucked up in that bitch. My parents, bless their souls, they hearts, souls. Spooky. They always had like great intentions and they always kept an eye on us, but like they were just like easy to get shit around. Just easy. I mean, even if they did know, they did not let us know. My mom would have never let that happen. I had a 420 party once.
You told me that. Yeah, we've talked about that bullshit.
We have?
Yeah.
And my mom came out with like 20 pizzas and they were gone in 4 seconds. She goes, "Your kids are so hungry." Oh. I'm like, yeah. So no, there's a lot. But no, like, yeah, I had Halloween parties. I don't know, nothing really, like, exquisite ever happened. I am still apparently in a, like, 15-year-long relationship because I asked a girl out on Halloween once. And this is me being an asshole again. This is not funny. I'm a terrible person. I asked them out on Halloween, and they said yes. And then we just never talked about it ever again. Like
so you're just never called it off. So you're just still in this relationship.
Never called it off. I never acknowledged that I did that. And I was like, "Will you go out with me?" And they were like, "Yeah." I was like, "Cool." And then never brought it up again. And neither did they. So technically we're still dating. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And also, but like they were like a good friend too. But like, I don't know. I guess like someone made fun of me for dating them once, and I don't want to say what I said. It wasn't nice.
Someone made fun of you for dating them, and then you said something terrible.
Fun of me. Someone made fun of me for dating them, and I said that they were my costume.
What does that mean?
That means that was the scary thing.
What?
That means that how do I put this in phrase? I don't know how I put it in words. I basically said that I dated them to have them on my arm to scare other people. I was mean. I was stupid and I was mean and I did some shit and you know what?
You want to know what the kicker? It's the end of MessyPod.
No, it's not. It was not cool. They never found out that I said that. This is me admitting that. They never found out, so like the feelings were never hurt. But joke's on me because they're gorgeous now. So Joke's on me. Technically, I'm still in this relationship, and we're actually friends. So I'll tell her I said that.
Tomorrow the story, you're the costume after all.
Yeah, because you know, if I told them this right now, they'd be like, "Bitch, fuck you." You're like, "Yeah, I know." So that's. What about you? What Halloween memories do you harbor in that little head of yours?
I mean, I just celebrated Halloween when I was little. I never really had a Halloween party. I mean, I went to a few Halloween parties. Ooh. One of my lights went out. I went to a few Halloween parties in my time, but there we go. I've never really I don't know, nothing really serious. I've gotten drunk at Halloween parties. I've dressed up and all that stuff. My parents threw a Halloween party before 1 year. And that was it. I don't remember that much of it because I was little. But yeah, Halloween's never been a big holiday.
Maybe we should have done age.
No, Halloween's never been a big holiday for me to celebrate. So I've never really I don't have really big memories of it. I just stopped celebrating when I was little. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I'm so boring. I'm sorry I don't create mischief every night before Halloween.
It's fine. Not everybody could be a professional. I don't know. Mac, where can people find you? Fuck this.
People can find me anywhere if you search Mac Does. It's MacDosit. Where can people find you, Mike?
People can find me everywhere.
There we go. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
People can find me anywhere if you search Mike MGTV anywhere, or the Bad Chaperones podcast.
Oh,
you can listen to it anywhere you get your podcast.
No cross promotion. Fuck that shit. We. You can follow this podcast anywhere if you search MessyPod, MESSPOD, or email us at messypod@gmail.com. Any hookup time stories you have, or any weird Halloween mischiefs that you have created.
And be sure to follow us on all social media, everywhere at MessyPod. Woo. I miss you.
Our podcast and our audio and our visual comes out every Friday. Podcast every Wednesday. I miss you too. I mean, I guess.
I want a hug.
No. And I guess you've been spooked. You haven't been douched. You've been spooked.
You better be. See, yeah,
you've been spooked. You've had sugar shoved up your exhaustion pipe. You dead, bitch. Okay.
Ooh, yeah. Yo. This Halloween, put a little sugar in someone's exhaust pipe.
Put a little sugar in someone's exhaustion pipe. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye. We need to end this. Bye. Ookie spooky.